Today I'm going to talk about the 2022 Can-Am Defender HD XT10 and how I installed the rough country light bar, backlights, and bumper light. So to begin with, I have the 12-inch rough country light bar in the front on the bumper. I have the 50-inch straight bar up on the top. And I have the two cubes out in the back. These are very, very bright lights. I mean, it will give you a suntan type bright. So I like the lights, they're awesome. However, the installation instructions were horrible, just terrible. So I'm making this video just so you can get an idea of what I did to install them. It does require cutting some of the wires, resplicing them. I used my own custom switches that I got on Amazon. As you can see, you can pick those up for about $8 each on Amazon. They're the Nylights. They're really nice lights. They stay lit up at night. I've got everything wired into my bus panel. This light bar here requires a little drilling. You have to drill 2 holes here and here, and that's where you install the it's like an insert you put in there, and the nuts go into it. It's really easy to do. Just make sure that you measure and remeasure, because they don't really give you an idea on how you want to put these on. As you can see, I put mine on like almost right at the edge there. As far as running the wires for these, I came around through there, and there is a hole right here on the inside bar, and I fished it down to the very bottom of this. There's a hole here, and once I did that, I ran it through the side panel there. However, you do have to take this off. There are 2 T27 Torx on right here and here holding this bottom part in, but however, there's 2 pop-up clips back here under the front hood. So to remove the front hood, you have to pull this out and up, and then you'll see it's exposed. So make sure you do take these 2 screws off, otherwise you're going to think it pops out and you're going to rip the shit out of it. So don't do that. Once I did that, I ran it through there, and I got to my switch panel. I had to rewire that. As far as this goes, the first thing you're going to want to do, you're going to want to take this panel off and this panel off. And this is like a channel. You'll be able to see your firewall and easily fish it right through. I saw videos where people said what a bear it was to get the wires through, but it was really simple. As you could see, this is the wire right here, and it feeds through that hole. So it's fairly easy. Here's the wire coming in. Just make sure you don't put it to anything hot. That's going to melt those with constant heat or anything like that. These backlights here, not too bad. I had to cut them just to fish them down. So what I did on the back here is I drilled a hole just big enough for their cable to go through after I'd cut it. And I put it, and I fished it down through here, through this bar here. And as you could see, it comes out here. And from there, it goes back in there. And I connected it and to the back center, and then fed it through here and right up to the panel. So all in all, it took me probably 8 to 10 hours to do all 3 of them and to do it right. I took my time. I wasn't trying to break any records or anything like that, but fishing the wires through was probably the most time consuming. This is the first time I've ever installed LED lights and switches, and this is actually my first UTV, so I took my time with it. I didn't want to mess anything up. It's an expensive machine, and you don't want to booger it up. So I hope this helps. And again, I really love those rough country lights. My son-in-law has a couple of Harbor Freight lights, the same setup, but they're not as close to being as bright as these. These will definitely light up the night. Maybe I'll post a video at night, but you know, even still posting it at night, you really don't know the difference because you have to see it in person. I hope this helps you guys. If you have any questions, leave comments and I'll answer them as soon as I can.